acrobat.
Hello everyone. So this one's a little bit different. I'm doing a redo on the Premiere Ombre eyeshadow from Chanel because if you watched my last video on it, I had heaps of trouble trying to blend it out and it was really patchy and I was having a lot of difficulty with it. And just recently I was in a Chanel store and I was talking to one of the girls about that and she told me that I needed to use it with a bigger, fluffier brush and try and buff it in and build the color that way. And she did it on her hand and it looked beautiful and I was like, get me home, I'm going to retry that. And so that's what I did. So if you want to see how this eyeshadow performed when I know what I'm doing, then just keep on watching. Okay, take two, using Chanel Ombre Premiere in the color Profound, which is this gorgeous, gorgeous reddy brown shimmer shade here. If you haven't seen my haul and review on these, then go check it out. But I've done my face base, but I haven't got anything on my eyes. I put a little bit of concealer at the top here, but not on the actual lids. And so I'm going to go in with a bigger, fluffier brush. This one's a Sigma one. No, it's not. I lie. This one's a Morphe MB25. I'm going to swirl it into the product and put it on my eyes. I'm the type of person who can admit when I'm wrong, so that was definitely user error because look at how non-patchy and delightful it's going on with a big fluffy brush and a light hand. Yeah, that is so much nicer and so much less patchy, so my apologies, Chanel. I'm just going to give it a nice blown out effect up the top here and then I might go in for a bit more concentration of colour in the crease, I think. Alright, so that's some nice blown out sort of transition-y, creasy colour going on there, but I am going to try and see if I can get it a bit more precise. I'm going to see what happens if I use a smaller brush to build up the colour a bit more concentrated on the lid. So I'll be using the fluffy end of the Eco Tools brush to give that a try. I'm going in with a really light hand and building the colour slowly just because I am still quite afraid that it'll patch on me. Definitely seems to be one of the keys is to not put too much down in one spot because it does dry quite quickly. So it's better to have a very small amount on your brush and fluff it around than try and use it more like I would use another cream shadow where I would just kind of put quite a lot on and then blend out the edges. That technique does not work with this shadow. So I'm still experiencing that the more you put on and the more you try to build it up, the patchier it gets, but it's a hell of a lot better than the first time I used it, either way. I'm going to try lining my eye with it, so I'm going to use an angled eyeliner brush. So that works really nicely to deepen it up without messing around with stuff too much. I'm going to try and put it on the lower lash line with the other end of the Eco Tools brush. Stopping about 3/4 of the way in and it's blending really nicely on the lower lash line. Okay, so last time I used this shadow I tried to play up the red by using a red eyeliner and this time I'll play up the brown by using a brown eyeliner. So using a brown Chanel Stylo Yeux, this one's shade 20 Espresso, I'm going to line the bottom waterline. On the bottom I'm just not going quite all the way in, ending at where the shadow ends and the top waterline. If you need to, just smudge that out, just in our quest for no harsh lines. Well, I count that a hell of a lot more successful than the previous use. So now I'm just going to curl my eyelashes and put some mascara on. I'll be using the Chanel's Le de Volume mascara. I'm so French. For the lip, I'm going to use a Le Crayon de Verse Precision Lip Definer. Chanel, of course. In the shade Rose Poudre. I have no idea P-O-U-D-R-E. Anyway, let's just say the shade Rose 68 as a lip liner, and then I will be using Rouge Allure Velvet 62 Libre as the lipstick. And I do have a review on, like a haul on that lipstick if you want to check it out. Oh God, look at me just pimping myself left, right and centre. Okay, so that is the completed look, you guys. I am so much happier with the way that this shadow has performed this time. I actually think it's gorgeous and it's pretty cool. This is what I was hoping you'd be able to do with it. You can just use it just. You can use it by itself and it creates a beautiful effect, and you can still sort of get some dimension in it because you make it darker in some spots and lighter in others, and I don't know, I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really glad that I figured out how to use this, because like I said in my last video, it's an expensive thing to have to not know how to use. So problem solved, voila, all is good in the world again. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you in my next video.